difference in between the views, but at after end of the day, we came to the conclusion about what we are looking for. And by working on the latest technology, the most complex the challenges, you gain the knowledge in terms of getting the solutions by designing them, by working on them. So it would be beneficial for them. Any questions so far? Okay, Prashant, next slide. So as of now, as you all know, Prashant has raised two, I guess, two positions. One is for software engineer, and then second one is associate technical consultant. So in a software
Aju ka
engineer, sorry.
હા તો એવું કહેતી હતી કે તો સવારે કહું તો જ ચાલે.
Okay, Prashant, you can mute. If
Done.
okay, so as of now, we have two positions, which is the one is for the engineering role, the second one is the technical, consultant, associate technical consultant. In each and every position, what we have, all are the technical forms, right? If someone says like the technical consultant role is the non-technical, then that guy must be wrong. So let me explain you what how we work. The engineers will have to work on the specific modules to be developed on a specific way and specific technologies. But when it comes to the associate technical consultant, they have to interact with the market leaders and the customers to get to know about what they're expecting from us, what kind of work to be done by us. So they have to design the proper module architecture, everything, and they have to share with the teams like product engineering and all those, and they have to monitor that. They have to test them, that module. So compared to the engineering, I would say the associate technical consultant position is more technical, which provides you the leadership qualities, which provides you to gain knowledge about the uh, many technologies, I would say. Am I correct, Prashant?
Yes, yes, absolutely. And did all of you get a chance to look at JDs for both the positions, software engineer as well as associate technical consultant, or you have not received any details yet? Can someone answer?
Yes, so we had that in the emails.
Okay, okay. So you all, I mean, I assume you all have gone through the job description about both the positions. Software engineer, which is one position, and the second position is associate technical consultant. I mean, the type of position we can say. Of course, we need multiple people in both the types of roles, and that's what Vikas was trying to explain. So anybody has any questions around, what type of role you will have to play as a software engineer, or what type of role you will have to play as an associate technical consultant?
Sir,
Yeah.
I got a question. In that,
Yes.
like in software engineering, like what are the core technologies that we are working on in case of software engineering, like Python or something?
Vikas?
I'm sorry.
Sir, the question is that in case of software engineering, what are the core technologies that we are working on? Like means a programming language that we use or technologies that we are working on in case of software engineering, as in Python or C++ or something like that.
Okay. So mainly we work on a core, core Java technologies. Okay. So for an example, if we need to use any of the libraries, rather than using it, we are going to create our own library and then use it. So the core concept should be clear. OOPS concept, algorithms, data structures, microservices, design patterns, and all those. We mainly believe into the like if a person has the core concepts clear, okay, he can gain the knowledge of any of the technologies, any of the programming language. So in that situation, we believe like the core concept should be clear. The technology would be the core Java as of now, but it's not limited. In future, there might be a chance if you are working on any specific module, you have to gain some other technology knowledge like VSCS, which is on a Visual Studio, which is a Microsoft technology, right? But the concepts would be the clear. Anything else?
So to add to Vikas, Krutarth, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh
Krutat.
yeah. So see, I mean, as Vikas rightly mentioned, we as of now, the our product is built upon Java and relevant technology stacks. We are also having a very, I mean, we also built a new product very recently around data analytics, again, which is using Java, and we are exploring the use of Python and AI ML into it, but it will take some time. As of now, it's only Java, and that's why he mentioned that we are never keeping ourselves limited to any specific technology. And even whenever we are hiring new resources, either fresher or experienced people, we look for very strong clarity from an individual around data structures, algorithms, and problem solving, right? Because that's the key to effectively implement what you have learned. I mean, you can learn any new framework or technology very easily nowadays, right? I mean, it's not really hard, but what's important is how effectively you are able to implement it in your day-to-day work. That's more critical, right? And that can only, I mean, we believe that if your basics of your oops your computer science, your data structure algorithms, and problem solving skills are in place, you can learn. Because for example, let's say if you all might have heard about latest UI frameworks like Angular or React, Vue.js, Flutter. But all this, new frameworks will require very strong understanding about object-oriented JavaScript, right? I mean, if you have that clarity, if you are very clear on the JavaScript, because today it's Angular, React, or Flutter, next year it will be something else which will come up. But if you have your fundamentals in place, you will be able to analyze and understand and decide what I should use in solving this particular problem, right? So that's what we believe in. Great. Any other questions? Anybody?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we know the selection procedure?
Vikas, you want to add?
I'm sorry.
Kashyap. Kashyap is the name, right?
Yes, sir.
Kashyap
Sir,
wants
can
to
we
know.
know selection process?
Okay. So selection would be based on your basic concepts. What have you learned so far in your academics? Because you haven't, gained any experience so far. So the basic concepts would be there. The attitude, whether you would be fit for our culture, because we have open culture where you would have to interact with the any number of team members, any like Fortune 500 customers and everyone, right? So the attitude going to be matter along with the technicalities in terms of the concepts like algorithms, data structures. When you have those concepts clear, oops concept and the core technologies, you can gain other aspect, or the syntax will get only changed. So the basics of the computational uh, and the attitude, so that are going to be matter. And the process of hiring would be there will be a couple of rounds of the interviews for checking your skills in terms of attitude. We will give you the, I would say, situational based questions in terms of what, if you are facing this issue, how can you tackle that? Those are the questions would be there. Apart from that, there will be a technical stuff like how can you, design the architecture for so and so thing and all those. So there will be no practical as of now, but yeah, we would check your knowledge, whatever you learned so far. And once we are satisfying with the knowledge what we were expecting, we would proceed for the next round with our next technical team members.
And to add to that, Kashyap, there will be no written tests or analytical tests or aptitude tests as such separately. whatever we want to cover, it will be during the, the video interviews that we'll do, or personal. Basically, so we'll have, at least 2 to 3 rounds of interviews, and we'll cover it everything in the interview.
Thank you, sir.
Great.
Any question?
Hello, sir. On which date to recruit?
Sorry. Hello. Hello.
I think Mihir was asking something. Mihir, you are on mute if you're trying to speak. Maybe network issue he has.
No worries. If you have any question, and if you are facing any issue, you can ping or you can ask in the interview as well. Okay.
Sir, is work from home available?
So can I know your name first?
Yes, sir. My name is Anil Kumar, sir.
Anil,
Yes.
as of now, we are facing the pandemic, right? So working from office would be tough, and it would be more, I would say, the risky situation. So as of now, we are working from home, but in the future, it might be possible that everything is settled down. In that situation, we can start working from office as well. We have office space. Some of the people are coming to our office nowadays as well, but we do not allow everyone to come on the same day. Say couple of people can come Mondays, and the rest of the people can come on the rest of the days, and that kind of work we are that kind of practice we are doing as of now. But in future there might be hybrid model of working as well.
Okay, thank you,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Hello,
Sir,
sir. So, when
Hello,
will
sir.
they start interview process?
Prashant.
Yes. Who was it? Sorry, I missed your name.
I'm Ridham Patel, sir.
Yeah, Ridham, tell me, what was the question? When will we start the interview?
It's
I
hiring.
mean, what
Yeah. When will
what
start
day?
the hiring
Okay.
process?
So, see, we are planning to have the interviews at the earliest possible date, most likely in the next week, say on 17th or 18th, or if not, last by 22nd. So it'll be like we'll finish the process in one day from morning to evening. Uh, at max, it'll go to next day if there is any specific rounds left or anything. But otherwise, we'll finish it on the same day.
sir, will you take the interview of all the children or just like selected student only?
Of course, we will select the students, Anil, uh, and then we'll provide the shortlisting, and then we'll interview them.
Sir, on what basis will you select, sir?
Mhm.
Sir,
See, yeah,
like there is no any aptitude round or coding round you told. So
right.
it it must be, I guess, from the marks of 10, 12, and bachelor.
Yes, there will be multiple things. We would prefer with we would look at the resume from many angles, Anil, and of course the academics performance throughout your schooling, high schools, if you have done diploma or anything, or your bachelor score, or for master people, maybe how was your bachelor's and master's performance till now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And of course, any of the internships, projects, or other things that you have done. So it depends on lot many things, not only academics, right? I hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? No. So I mean the last question we would like to ask is, I hope you got the clarity on the positions. I mean, the software engineer and the associate technical consultant role, because we will be now starting the registrations. Maybe your placement coordinator or someone will send you the registrations, and then once you share your registration, then we'll start the shortlisting. So I mean, please ask if you have any doubts or any questions around the role or company or anything, of course, but primarily the role.
Sir, means is the posting going to be at Ahmedabad branch?
Yes,
We get
Ahmedabad.
selected. Okay. And about that CTC package, can you make us understand the breakdown right now? Yeah, it's not
No,
possible.
we'll explain it, once we reach that stage. I mean, during the interview process or after it. But you can be rest assured that we'll be the best one in Ahmedabad so far that you might have seen.
Done.
Vikas, if you want to add
Sir,
anything.
I guess that is sufficient as of now. Uh, so let's have a conversation about the technical and everything, and then we'll decide.
Salaries will be good, don't worry. Yes, I
sir,
think
will the
that
interview online? Will the interview be online or offline?
most likely we'll do online. Now, let's see. I mean, we'll decide a day or 2 days before, depending on the registrations that we receive. And most likely it will be online. But we are exploring if it's possible, if things are good, and if we have the panel available to travel, we'll come for the placement. Yes, Rahul,
Okay, sir. Thank you.
there was someone else also who raised a hand.
Yes. So we were already shared the registration form. So will there be any other forms as well?
No, no, no. Registrations,
Okay, fine.
any other form. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in technical service, there is any cloud opportunity also.
Vikas, you want to add?
I'm sorry.
Uh, I think Raj was asking about, is there any cloud services or anything are we using?
Not
Right,
as
Raj?
of now, but see,
Yes, sir.
when it comes to the integration, the migration, there might be a need of the Azure, which is also a part of cloud somewhere. If you can be if you
Sir.
if you can understand
Yes, sir.
the cloud technologies, but we do not
What I'm trying,
have a chance to develop for anything cloud ecosystem,
what I'm trying to ask
right?
that
We are using the space as of now, but we are not working on developing the cloud ecosystem.
Right, right. I think he's explaining question again. Yes, yeah, Raj, you were saying something. You were trying
yes, sir.
to.
I'm trying to ask that my resume is little bit built on a cloud that I have a more strong skill in cloud and in another development field also, but that's why I'm asking about the cloud services.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, we depending on our customer needs, we do cloud integrations and other things. I mean, be it AWS or Azure, and our products are supporting all the possible scenarios like migration from on-premise to cloud, cloud to on-premise, virtual. Everything is what our products are capable of. But not that we specifically work on cloud. I mean, it depends on customer needs, and we do it that way. So, but don't worry. I mean, if you are open to learn and work on the overall ecosystem or the overall product life cycle, uh, even if you have cloud experience or relevant skills, I mean, we will be fine with it.
Yeah, yeah,
We have
that's
what language you work on. That also will depend what type of knowledge you have on DSNA. I mean, data structure algorithms and other things. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you, sir.
Awesome. Any other questions?
Sir, hello, hello.
Yeah, Tanishk.
Yeah, sir. Sir, my question is like when we will get it shortlisted list.
Your sound is very distorting. Can you repeat or maybe type in the messages?
Not audible.
Yes, now you're audible.
Sir, I just wanted to ask when we would get the list of like shortlisted candidates.
Well, uh, once we receive the registrations, we'll need a day or two to shortlist. So we haven't
O-
yet.
Okay, sir, and what type of like interviews would be there? As you said that there is no aptitude and all. So what type of like every like in interviews, aptitude questions and coding questions, everything would be asked, right?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
So see, uh, there will be like questions around data structure algorithms. They might give you some problem how you will approach that. Not necessarily that you will be required to solve the problem over the call. We'll evaluate your approach, your attitude towards how you are approaching a problem, what all directions you are able to think, and those type of scenarios will be covered. And depending on your experiences, your projects, your learnings, whatever you have mentioned or you explained during the initial call, they will ask questions around it. Don't worry. So it's not like, let's say, for example, you haven't ever opened Eclipse or you haven't ever used Java. You have only worked on, say, C or C++ or in one of the project or only on JavaScript, and they will start asking you questions around Java. No, they will ask you questions relevant to your languages if there are any, but the focus will be more on the data structures, algorithms, and problem solvings. And if you have any database experience or knowledge, they will ask some basic questions around database. And your attitude is what mainly important.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Any other questions? And don't worry. I mean, if you come up with any questions, if anything comes to your mind later on, you can always list them down, and you can ask during the interview process to anyone, or even you can pass those questions to your coordinator and they will forward it to us. And once you go through our website, if you have any questions about the company or culture or anything, that also you can ask. Okay, so any other things? If there are no more questions, let's go ahead and thank you everyone for attending, spending time and attending this call. I hope it was informative enough, and I hope we were able to provide you explanation and understanding about what type of company we are, what type of role, culture, products, and customers we have. Right? No questions? Okay. Great to them, and thank you everyone. Have a good day, and we'll get back to you through your coordinators. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Have a
you,
good
sir.
day.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.